Huh?
Got to make sure I start recording it.
Yeah.
Not like 3 minutes in like I did last time.
I know.
All right, you guys ready?
Yep. Go time.
All right. Welcome, everyone, this is the second time we've done this, to do our business opportunity call. We're really excited for you guys to kind of pop in and see what this Beachbody opportunity has meant to us, and sort of a little preview about it, sneak peek kind of. We'll do some quick intros and then we'll get started. So my name is Nicole Hansen. I'm a diamond coach with Team Rock Solid, and I've been a coach for about 18 months. I started as a challenger after my daughter was born, and really just fell in love with this team, fell in love with everybody and their awesomeness and their support and the accountability of it. And it's really drastically changed my life in a lot of different ways. We'll touch on a lot of them here, but that's just sort of, I live in Ohio. I have 2 kids, 2 dogs, and a husband. So I work full-time as a pharmacist. So that's just sort of a little preview. Abby, you want to give a little intro?
So my name is Abby. I've been a coach for about a little over a year and a half. I was one of those people that was all in. So I wasn't even, I was a challenger for like a day. And then I decided I was going to be a coach. So I was kind of all in right away. I'm a mama of 4. I work full-time as a director of a student health clinic, have a household to run, very active in my church. And honestly, this role has fit really nicely into all of that. I'm hoping to be able to cut a few of those things out so that I can focus more on my family. So that's me. I'll turn it over to Erin.
All right. Hey, ladies. I'm Erin, and I live around Boston, Mass. And I'm married. I have 2 girls. I'm a high school math teacher, swim coach, and now Beachbody coach. I've been coaching for almost a year now. I started last September, and I was just looking for some nutrition help after I had my second daughter. And what I got from joining the challenge group was so much more than that, and it's drastically changed I'm already getting goosebumps again. This is what happens when I talk about it. So yeah, we'll get into more about, our whys and why we're here, but that's just a little bit about me.
All right, so here I think people sort of wonder what we do and what we don't do. So there's a laundry list of things that we do as Beachbody coaches. A lot of it just depends on what type of coach you want to be. You have a lot of flexibility in this business. You can do it strictly to get a discount. There's no other coaching requirement. You could be a hobby coach where you just, do it here and there. It's not really a business. It's just sort of maybe to pay for your Shakeology, pay for your programs, or maybe you're all in and you want to develop this as a business that could potentially replace your income at your full-time job. So those are all, it all depends on what kind of coach you're going to be. So the main thing that we do is we network, we reach out, we talk to people, we find out what their interests are, what their family life is, why they would want to join a team, what's missing, what would this opportunity present to them? Would it be to fulfill just an accountability for them in their own fitness? Would it be to earn extra income? It could be all of the above. We encourage people, we lead them. A lot of us are in a lot of leadership training right now, which is amazing. It's an opportunity that this company really presents to you in a lot of different ways. So, it's something that could benefit your life outside of Beachbody as well. We have challenge groups. If you started as a challenger, hopefully you guys are in our size group, because that has been the most fun one for sure. Watching dancing videos all day. But, we develop content for those groups. We do posts. We help people with meal plans. We support them. We're, a sounding board for them. We're kind of all of the above as a support group. And, as far as an opportunity of things that we do business-wise, we own our own businesses. We do accounting. We do, we do financial management. We do expenses. We do all the things that a regular business would do. We're just doing it in comfy clothes in the privacy of our own home. So there's a couple things that we don't do. We're not retailers. That's what Amazon is for. We're not Amazon. We're here to help people on their journeys, encourage them, give them a ton of awesome information, and make them successful to achieve their goals. We're not a pyramid scheme. We don't just offer nothing and get a return for it. We work as a team and we succeed as a team, and we help each other out like we're doing on this call. I mean, these two ladies are awesome, and we would have never met any other way besides this. So, we've developed a family and a friendship, and, we get that as coaches, which is awesome. So that's kind of a little preview on what we do, what we don't do. All right. Is it Abby? Vitals.
Yes. So one of the main things that, I guess 3 of the main things that coaches do, and that if you do these things every single day, you're going to find success. If you just put a little bit of effort into these things, it'll kind of all come together. So we talk about 3 vital behaviors in Beachbody. The first one is personal development. And this is the one that I struggled with the most because I've never really read. And having just finished my master's degree, the last thing I wanted to do was pick up a book. So I put this off for a really, really long time. And I then discovered the Audible through Amazon, where you can actually listen to books. And it has changed my life. I've finished like 4 books in a couple of weeks and just been able to really my personal development, and it's changing my business. Another way we can get personal development, if not just reading, we have national wake up calls through Beachbody that every Monday morning they have a different successful person in the company or outside the company get on the call and talk about how they've hit success. And I will mention that most of them talk about personal development. We also have team calls. Now we're doing them every week. And if you can't hop on during the call, we always have them recorded so you can go back and listen. So that's a great way to get personal development, because you're hearing from some of the top coaches on our team, or we have guest speakers. Right now, one of our top coaches, Summer Tucker, she's offering a 21-day training program for people, depending on where you are in your business. And it's awesome because you're networking with people that are on other teams and you're hearing what's working for them. And you're really getting mentored by some of the people that have made this some of the biggest successes. We also have things like Coach Summit. I'm sure a lot of you have seen us post or talk about that, where we go for a couple of days and get training from, again, some of the top leaders, or not even people within Beachbody, authors, and just people that have really figured it out how to be successful. So, and those kind of things have changed my life. So personal development is a big one. And I know it sounds scary, but you can do it on your way to work, on your way to a meeting. 10 minutes a day is all you have to do. 10 pages a day. That's all you have to do. And it's going to make huge changes in your life. The other one is being a product of the product. So every day you're drinking your shake, you're working out, you're doing something to improve your life, because that's what we're here for. We're here to improve lives and get healthy. So being the product of the product, because really, we're not a real retailer, but we offer a product to help change people's lives, and they have to see that it works for us. So that's important. And the third one is inviting. So every single day you're talking to people, and inviting doesn't mean you're sending a message that sounds icky, like, hey, buy my product. It's, hey, how are you doing today? I saw you just had a baby. Congratulations. How are you doing? It's building relationships with people and, building that trust, and then they come to you and they want your help. So it's reaching out to old friends, which is actually really fun, and family members you haven't talked to, and just getting to know them again and building those relationships. So again, those are the 3 vitals we talk about. There's, I totally believe if you plug into these every single day, whether you spend 10 minutes on them or an hour, if you spend 10 minutes on each of these things, 30 minutes a day, you will see success. It's the compound effect. I'm going to hand it over to Erin to talk about some money things.
Woohoo. Okay, so I'm not going to go into the nitty gritty about the compensation plan because you don't need to know all those details right now. However, you do need to know that being a coach, you are being rewarded for changing people's lives. You're starting with changing your own life, and then you're going to take steps with people that you build those relationships with that Abby mentioned, and you're going to be rewarded for that. There's different levels to the compensation plan. You could be just in for the discount, on your shakes, which is totally fine. If you decide you want to help, say 3 people a month, that's going to help you get your shakes paid for. And that's actually where I started. And I was like, yeah, I'm good with that. And then I realized what was happening when I was taking part in these groups and building those relationships with more and more people. And a lot of people were interested in what I was doing and what I had to offer them. And it just kept building from there. So I started getting my shakes paid for every month. I started being able to pay for my groceries, and you wouldn't imagine how expensive groceries are in a household with just 2 little girls. But my husband is a boxer and he eats a lot of food. So we spend a lot of money at the grocery store, and this enabled us to pay for the groceries, and I didn't have to take it out of my normal paycheck. Then after that, I was paying for daycare. I was paying for car payments. Last February, we redid the floor downstairs in my basement, and I paid for all of that. And, the sky is the limit with this. There's coaches on our team that have quit their full-time job, and now Beachbody coaching is their full-time job, and they're helping people every single day. And it's just amazing the opportunity that you have with this and what you can do for yourself and for your family. And just all around, it's amazing. This is the first summer since 8th grade that I haven't had to work another job outside of my home. I'm technically working because I'm coaching people, but I can work this job from wherever I am. I've been on vacation and worked this job. I've been on my back deck with my girls in the pool, and I've messaged people. You can take this with you wherever you want to go, and it's pretty freaking cool. It's awesome.
I'm going to go ahead and chat a little bit about how can you be successful at this? I think one of the biggest things that people often say, in fact, I was just talking to somebody last night saying, I can't even motivate myself. How am I going to motivate somebody else? Or why is anybody going to want to join me? Well, the thing about it is that there are so many people out there that need our help. There's thousands and millions of people that need our help. And the truth of the matter is that they want somebody that's like them. And, they don't want somebody that has a rock solid body trying to help them. I hate to say, if somebody who's trying to be like a swimsuit model, yes, that's what they want. But somebody who has weight to lose and wants to feel better about themselves because they're miserable inside, wants to find somebody like them that's struggling just like them, that's struggling through losing weight, that's struggling through finding themselves again after having a baby, or struggling to stay motivated every single day. They want that person to hold out their hand and say, join me, let's do this together. And chances are they're going to be successful. A lot of people that have joined me have said, well, I got to get farther along in my, health and wellness goals so I can be a good role model to people. That's not what this is about. This is not get as skinny as you can and get as rock solid as you can. And then, help people get to be just like you. No, it's join us and get people surrounding you that need your help, that they can connect with you and you can walk hand in hand with them through this. I connect a lot with busy moms, and it's funny because Erin and Nicole are both busy moms. So we just connect that way. And we know how hard it is to find that time for ourselves, but we're all making it happen. And if we can grab one more mom to come and join us, that's, at home with their kids and the house is a mess and she doesn't feel like she has time, she doesn't love herself, but we're able to motivate her to just start with 10 minutes a day, we're doing something right. So, this is not about looking perfect and having people say, I want to be like her. It's about being real and being honest and sharing a little bit of your life so that somebody thinks, hey, I want to be around that person. And I guarantee you there's going to be people that want to join you. I am not a salesperson. This is the farthest thing from sales that it could be. It's about changing people's lives. And if I just change one life, I feel like I'm fulfilling my mission. And when you change that first life and you see somebody feel good about themselves and love themselves and really enjoy life again, it makes it all worth it. So, there's lots of people out there. Don't think, oh, there's so many Beachbody coaches. That's great, because there's lots of people that need our help, and there's people in your own family, your best friends, that need you. So do not worry about that, because they will be there. They will join you, and they'll be motivated by you, and you'll probably be motivated by them, and you'll probably be the best. You'll probably be the fittest you've ever been, the healthiest you've ever been, because you have those people motivating you right back. So, if that's a worry of yours, I understand it. We've all had that worry. I think every coach probably has had that worry, but I am totally being honest when I say it shouldn't be a worry at all, because there will always be people that want your motivation, and they might not speak up for a year, but when they do, they're going to be ready, and you're going to kick it, and you're going to help them change their lives while changing your own. So, we'll go ahead and wrap up. I'm going to let Nicole start the wrap up with the call.
Okay, so we're just gonna do like a tiny little bit of sort of what this whole experience has meant to us. When I started, I had just had my second daughter in 3 years, and I was a mess. Like, I was really an emotional mess. I mean, I should have been grateful for everything in my life. My husband and I were building our dream house. I had a great job. My kids are healthy. And I just wasn't. I was out of shape. I mean, I was a former college athlete. I felt horrible about myself. I was feeling sorry for myself. I was, saying horrible things about myself in front of my kids. And it just snapped. And this has changed my attitude and my life in so many ways. I can't even explain it. I mean, I was definitely like a snarky kind of, I can say bitchy person prior to this. I really was. And I wasn't seeing the joys in my life, and I wasn't appreciating the people in my life. And this has really led me to something I never expected, aside from the business, just with my family and my kids and my husband and our relationships and the health of our family. I mean, to be able to show my girls a positive role model, that's absolutely the number one reason why I get up every single day to do this. And, when they're 13 and their friends are all icky about their bodies, and I want them to be confident, I want them to be proud, and I want them to see that at home. So, it's really kind of changed my outlook and my family's outlook on health and fitness, and just overall, just be happy, just being happy.
All right.
Feels good to feel good.
It does. You want me to go next, Erin?
Sure.
Good. So when I joined this, I had been through a lot of heartache, and some of you might have seen my story on my page. I had lost my dad at a really young age. I watched my mom suffer through cancer treatments. My husband walked out on our marriage after 2 years, and I just felt like I wasn't worthy. On the outside, I looked really super happy. I was always smiling, having a good time, was always surrounded by a lot of friends, but on the inside, I was miserable. And I tried to start a new relationship. I did start a new relationship, and I still was, I had this beautiful family surrounding me, but in the inside, I still wasn't feeling worthy. So when I had a friend that invited me to join this opportunity, it is crazy how much I have changed as a person. I was at Summit recently, and I literally cried the whole time. I realized how much this has changed my life, and how much is going to continue to change my life. Even if I don't, make a penny, it's about being surrounded by people that are inspiring me and uplifting me and making me realize that I am worth it, and that I do have a lot to offer, and I am a girl boss. And I really feel good about myself, and I still have my struggles, but I know that I can check in with people that have become some of my best friends, and they're going to make me feel okay. And kind of going along with what Nicole said, setting a good example. I don't have scales in my house. Like, I want my daughter to know that her beauty is not defined by a number on a scale. Her beauty is about something so much more than that, and that she but she needs to be healthy and exercise, but not exercise to see a number on a scale, or not eat a certain way to see a number on a scale, but to be healthy. And today, it's funny, she was working out. My mom was here helping me with something, and she was like, I'm going to work out now, and laid her mat down. She's 2 years old, and she's like doing chest presses. And my mom's like, she just thinks that this is what everybody does. And I'm like, that's awesome. Like, that is what yes, like, she gets it. She's 2. She knows what it means to be healthy. And that is what it's all about. And even my stepdaughters and my stepson, they join me, and they're starting to see that, and they love it, and they feed off of it. And that is awesome, because I'm teaching that future generation that that's the way to live a happy, healthy life. It's not about anything but just being happy and healthy and get moving and dancing, because that's fun. So this has brought me great friends and setting a good example for my family and feeling good about myself again. So, Erin.
All right. So like I said, when I started last September, I was really struggling with my nutrition after having my second daughter, and I was breastfeeding. So I was starving like 24/7, and I thought that I was eating healthy, but I totally wasn't. And so my friend reached out to me after I had like a conversation with her about this issue that I was having. My hair was falling out. I was super stressed. I was exhausted, tired all the time, kind of cranky, maybe a little bit more than kinda. And like Nicole and Abby said, I shouldn't have been. I was blessed with this amazing family, husband, 2 girls, and a house that we bought and everything. And I just wasn't enjoying it. So I started with Shakeology and the 21-day fix. And after like my first round, I was on fire. Like nothing was stopping me. I was gonna run with this, and it seriously changed my life. My hair started growing back in. I had energy through the roof. I was running circles around my husband, who I mentioned was a boxer. And I felt so much more confident, and just, I felt good. It felt good to feel good again. And when I met my husband, we had both been through some serious relationship shit. And when we met each other, we knew that it was the right thing for us. And we knew that like we were meant to be, and we were meant to meet. We met each other at a dumpster, actually. And I've shared that story on my wall before, because it's just crazy. But like, we were truly meant to meet each other. And when we did, he had this saying that it feels good to feel good. And he used to say it to me all the time, and it's just like stuck to us, and it's our thing. And now it's become like my thing, and it's like what I talk about every day, all day, because it's true. It feels good to feel good. And we were both faced with some addiction issues, not him personally, and I was almost there. I was very close to falling victim to it. And I pulled myself out of that struggle, and I had met him shortly after that. And being in these groups, you're challenged with some questions every once in a while, and the questions have like really dug down deep inside of me and helped pull some of this stuff out that I have had to work through. And it helps me to be surrounded by all these positive people and this incredible, amazing, supportive community, because I can turn to exercising and, my friends that I've met here, and all of those things that are positive for me and help me feel good in a positive way, rather than turning to the negative things to make me feel good. And it's just amazing what this community has done, when all I thought I wanted help with was my nutrition. And I've gotten so much more than that. And I will be forever grateful for that. So that's my little story.
I know we don't have many sneak peekers on here, but if you on the call have questions, we'd be happy to answer them. Otherwise, I think that's pretty much it. And we did record this, so you can send it to anyone that you maybe invited that couldn't be here tonight. I know I had one girl jump on and then had to jump off because something happened with her kids, but you can send this to them if you'd like as well. All right, you guys are awesome. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next month for the next one. Bye.